Lesson 10.4, using square roots to solve quadratic equations. Looks challenging, it's not too hard. One major point you can't forget. But we'll get to that. Solve like we used to solve linear equations. How do we do that? Well, we got x alone. For example, we had 3x minus 1 equals 5. We do everything we can to isolate the x. X equals 2. Now, for square roots, get the x squared alone. And I'll show you how to solve that. So for this one, divide by 2. X squared equals 4. I'll come back to that. Add 18. M squared equals 0. Subtract 12. B squared equals negative 7. Now, that of course is not the end. Once we get it here, we take the square root of both sides. What times itself is 4? Most people say, oh, 2. 2 times 2 is 4. But negative 2 also works, so we put this plus or minus out there, and there are 2 answers. This takes people a little while to get used to, but it's not that hard. Just put a plus minus. And as soon as I say put a plus minus, I automatically break the rule. M equals 0. Plus 0 is the same as minus 0, so you really don't need it. And over here, we have a problem. You cannot take a square root of a negative number. So if you have a negative number there, no solution. Those are 3 of the cases that you'll often get. That's really it. 2 roots, 1 root, no roots. Remember, roots just mean where this equation, if we graphed it, would hit the x-axis. A lot of people forget that. We call it a solution, a root, things like that. Now, a few special problems, but not any different than what you've just done. Get the z squared alone. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Z squared equals 9 over 4. Take square root of both sides. Z equals plus or minus. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 roots. That's it. If we were to graph this, we would find that it would hit the x-axis twice because there are 2 roots. Now, slightly different, get the x squared alone. In this case, it's an x minus 4 squared. So, get that alone. Now, there's 2 aspects to this problem I want you to be aware of. Take the square root of the left, we just get x minus 4. Square root and the squared cancel each other. Plus or minus, we got the square root of 7. Later on, we'll actually take that as is. But for now, we can take the square root of it. This is approximately 2.3, I believe. I don't have a calculator handy. And then we break it into 2 pieces. One's the positive. One's the negative. So there's 2 solutions, 2 roots. So, flip over. It's just practice. Try it, see if you can do it. Now I'm going to solve them now, so if you want to do it on your own, good time to pause the tape. I do not have a calculator handy. I'm going to take a guess. So if you have it more precise than me, go right ahead and write that down. Can we find the square root of a negative number? No solution. Square root of the top is 7. Square root of the bottom is 3. Hope you noticed I forgot something there. Plus or minus. Again, I don't have a calculator. I'm guessing at the square root of 7, it's about 2.3. Actually, it's probably closer to 2.6. That's it. Very doable problems. Takes a lot of practice. Don't forget your basics. And don't do what I do, which is forget to bring a calculator when I work on the problems. Good luck.